Here's my audience.
Wait, you didn't show me.
They look really excited to be here. Hi, my name is Creighton Colburn, and today is Thursday, May 28th, 2015. Today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite hobbies, hunting. Hunting has been around as long as man has lived. It is a hobby that has almost doubled in popularity over the last century. Not only is it a hobby, but for some people it is still a key aspect to how they survive. I'm going to explain to you why hunting is so important to me, the benefits of hunting, and how you can get started today. Some of my earliest memories are of me and my dad. He introduced me to hunting at an early age, and I got into it instantly. I remember I used to get so excited whenever he told me we were going to hunt. I was too small to shoot a gun, but I loved climbing up into the stand with him and watching all the wildlife. As I kept going with my dad, I learned more and more about hunting. He taught me a lot from his own personal experiences and what was taught to him by his father. Eventually, I became big enough to shoot a gun, and I remember the first rifle my dad bought me. It was a Browning 260. I was so excited. I had my very own gun, and I couldn't wait to get into the stand with it to shoot my first deer. I went and sat in the stand for many weekends, but never saw a deer. Finally, close to the end of the season, a doe walked out. I remember the adrenaline I felt when I saw her walk out. My heart was racing, and my hands were shaking when I went to put up the gun. I was shaking so bad I could barely keep my crosshairs on the deer. But then I remember my dad telling me to inhale and exhale slowly to squeeze the trigger. So I took a deep breath, exhaled, slowly inhaled, squeezed the trigger. The gun went off and the deer ran into the woods. I was upset because I thought I'd missed. I waited a while before climbing down the stand, and when I went to go look where the deer was, I found blood. I walked through the woods following the blood trail until I finally found the doe laying next to a tree. I was so excited and couldn't wait to show my dad. So I hopped on the four-wheeler and went as fast as I could back to the cabin where we always met after a hunting trip. When he showed up, I told him the news, and I could tell he was so proud of me. I will never forget how proud he was of me that day. So now that I've shared how I got into hunting and why I love it, I'm going to talk next about the benefits of hunting. Deer depend on hunters for good health. That may sound like an oxymoron to those who do not understand the facts. Hunting keeps the population in check as well as car deer collisions, disease, property damage, and crop damage low. Hunting also provides lots of cash for research and wildlife conservation and development. If there weren't any hunters, then the deer population would be way too high. There would be more car deer collisions, killing many more deer than humans. Overgrazing of plants that have chemicals and pesticides would cause the deer to become sick. And hunters donate millions of dollars annually to conservation groups like Ducks Unlimited in order to conserve the habitats of all sorts of wildlife. Not only does the environment benefit from hunting, but so do people. I'm a strong believer in hunting with a purpose. I don't believe in wasting a kill, so I always harvest as much meat as I can from the animals I hunt. Now that you know the benefits of hunting, I want to explain to you how you can start if you have never been. Hunting is a passion of mine, and I love to introduce new people to it who have never done it before. Many people are not fortunate enough to have private land to hunt on, so I don't mind taking people out on my property to hunt. It's a great way to build on relationships and create stories. If you want to get into hunting, you will need a gun or a bow. You don't have to go out and drop a couple grand on a high-dollar weapon. You just need one that shoots straight. Once you have a reliable weapon, you will need to purchase a license through DNR. If you have never had a license, you will have to take a hunter's education course. Once you have a weapon and a license, you just need to find a place to hunt. If you don't have private land, DNR has set aside many areas in South Carolina dedicated to wildlife for hunting. They each have their own rules and regulations, but DNR officers are glad to assist you with any questions. Today I have talked about why I love to hunt and share with you the benefits of hunting as well as how you can start. I hope everyone here looks at hunting with a positive attitude and will try it out one day. Thank you.